Judith.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Judith.
I need some help.
Okay.
There is such an anger burning and frustration and different people, of course. It's Putin at the one hand, Marty yesterday, I had a fight with him, so also war here. There's a sister standing in the row, so there are different people standing there, and frustration and anger is floating through.
Yeah, I get it.
Mm.
And you haven't lost your sense of humor.
No, not yet. Close by.
But even that, you see, it's got a sense of humor to it. So. Yeah. But just sitting with the sensations, just not, when there's a movement away from sensation, it'll show up as an emotion. But underneath it, there'll be a sensation that often is, it's just a sensation. It's not much. The movement away, for sure, that's big, but the sensation itself oftentimes is not much. I know it's not easy to describe, but see if it's possible just to describe sensations without interpretation, just the sensations themselves.
Yeah, I find it not so easy to really.
It's not. We're not used to it.
Under the emotions to feel where this sensation is located.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the plexus. There's.
I feel something in the plexus.
Yeah.
No, just if you can, just whatever we're feeling there, is it hot, is it cold, is it electric, is it vibrational, is it empty, is it full, is it slightly nauseous?
It's more like a little contraction. It's a
little contraction. Okay.
Yeah, so that is a kind of tightness or holding.
Yeah, and so the solar plexus, like there's an area just under the ribs, and there's where it goes, the whole belly. So we just like now, and it might be more tight in one place and another.
Yeah, I feel it in the middle and a bit to the right. There's tension.
Yeah. And is it more to the front or more to the back?
Oh, that feels more in the middle.
More in the middle. Okay. Yeah.
I also feel now a little bit the liver.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also coming up.
Yeah.
The kind of
which
density.
would make sense because the liver is anger. Yeah. In Chinese medicine. Anyway.
Yeah.
So whatever that sensation is, it includes the liver.
Yeah.
Just keep tracking and see where it connects and where it.
I also start to feel that there is also something with the stomach,
Yeah,
not being able to digest or something, or
something like that. Yeah.
yeah, that's also there.
Mm.
I feel it less in the lower belly. There, I don't.
Yeah, interesting, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And somehow that all moves into an interpretation. And like when there's that going on, then it's easy to kind of project out somewhere, like so.
yeah.
But just the sensations themselves, we just here, we don't know where they come from.
Yeah. My eyes get a bit watery. I feel now.
Yeah.
And I feel a little bit more shakiness. It moves from anger more to frustration, powerlessness, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't land anywhere, not in the not in the powerlessness,
No.
not in the anger. If it's possible, yeah. We're just tracking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that.
It has a tendency to go there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's sadness now. Now surfing that, not going, falling off into it, but seeing exactly. If I can just surf it.
Yeah, because you can see how quick, our thinking wants to try and find what the problem is and solve it.
Yeah, I can't.
Or it can't. It's just, this is just pure sensation and energy. We just have.
Now it gets more like falling, kind of not knowing or empty.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, not needing to know. Yeah, no. It's okay not to know. Yeah.
There's a layer of despair, and I don't want to suppress it, but also not moving fully
with
into
it. Yeah. Because the sensation is there, and then when there's a wanting to get away from it, and we can't, then there's despair. So the despair would be relational to the movement to get away from.
Okay. Yeah. Could be so.
Yeah. It's just sensations. Yeah. We don't know what they mean. We don't know where they come from. All the movements to try and know, to try and fix, don't work.
No.
Is it getting more quiet? Is it getting more activated? Just these sensations are just what they are. We don't know where they come from.
No.
Yeah. Somehow it seems the system is stopping to resist, is stopping to, or slowing down that anyway, to my sensing. I have no idea.
Yeah, it is slowing down.
Yeah.
And I saw a kind of attempt to justification.
Yeah.
Wanting to, so, and not moving there, but just seeing the movement.
Movement, yeah, cool.
Yeah. Now I feel more presence coming in, more here.
And is it okay to enjoy each other while we're exploring these sensations? Just
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Bringing in that element, you could say.
Yeah, and that may even be more. So just staying in the connection.
Yeah, cool.
Also enjoying the frogs sound behind you. Yes.
Man, it's raining here at the moment. It's just, there's all kinds of floods all over the side of Australia. It's amazing, just bucketing down.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Wow. Mm.
Thanks, Judith.
Wow, thank you, Isaac. So
Good.
lovely to learn again around emotions and sensations, tracking them.
Yeah.
Thank
you
you
know,
so
that's,
much.
I mean, that's something just for those people that are here for the first time, you know, we perceive the world through our senses. So this moment actually is a sensation to us. Whenever there's an automatic unconscious movement to get away from sensation, it shows up as an emotion. And emotions are loud. And so our attention goes to the emotion. And then we've heard this story that we should be present to the emotion and not jump over them. But, you know, it's like you're really present to something that's trying to get away from something. So it's, to me, it makes more sense to be with what's underneath, the sensation, and then noticing that automaticity to want to get away from. Because the moment there's an emotion, then the rest of the cycle kicks in, where our thoughts, which are the capacity to solve problems, want to help and wants to try and figure out what's causing the emotion. Someone else's fault, or it's my fault, or something like that. There's something wrong with me, there's something wrong with them. Then we're in Maya fully. Cool. Thanks, Judith.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, beautiful inquiry. Verisha. Vedanta, I mean, sorry.
Judith, it's so touching, and I really have maybe a little question just for help also.
Of course.
Yeah, because you was mentioned liver with anger, and I have this cancer in the liver. Then the suppressed anger, what I could find in the retreat and all this. And since days, I have this burning in the stomach and in the solar plexus. It's really strong. And is this the point, just to be present with this strong just sensation in the solar plexus and not moving into,
again, there's no formula as far as I can see.
Again,
okay, so it's like sensations come up or show up. Very often there's just an automatic movement that comes up quicker than, it's so familiar and so quick, just comes up, and then there's that movement to get away. And in that movement to get away, that movement is the movement of identification, in which a sense of me appears, when the sense of the doer appears. All of that appears in that movement. And then, we want to know what to do.
Yes.
So, and then we want to do it the right way, or whatever the story is.
Yes.
But just without going into any of that, it's just like, here they are, there's sensations. Right now, in this moment, how many sensations are there here? There's light, there's variations of color, there's temperature, there's smell, there's taste, there's touch. And so many subtleties. Someone calls you on the phone and you maybe haven't spoken to them in 10 years, and you can recognize, who that is on the telephone. Yeah. And how they're feeling even. So there's so much information, just here. So, and then we're, that information, we feel like it's very different being in the forest than being in the airport, or being in the supermarket, or being at a meditation retreat or something. There's like these little fields everywhere, and where we live, we kind of used to the neighbors and the vibe of the city, so to speak. And whether we watch the news or not, there's a lot of people that do, and then, you know, the interpretation of that and how it affects the field. Oh, there's so much information going on. Yeah. So it's just.
A smile comes up, and something is relaxing just when you speak. It's yeah, and it's really, I don't know. There was this, you know, there is still something to do, actually, you know, something for healing or being right, or it's like it's going so unconscious, this wanting to fix or to find a way, or I don't know. It's just, and yes. I mean, I just have to speak it shortly, because beside this, in the solar plexus, parallel, there is going something on also since the retreat. It feels so playful, actually, you know, when this
nice.
is so playful. It's, it's, So I feel now when you speak, we shift to that side now, yes.
Many strands in this conversation with everything. Yeah, it's like, and somehow, you know, we tend to focus on one or two of the strands and ignore some of the other ones that are much more fun. You know, it's just like, it just came in my mind just before the meeting. Micah sent me this picture of a snake that's in somebody's water tank, and on this snake was floating in the water, and there were two mice sitting on the snake's body and a frog, both which are food for the snake. But they were somehow, they could kind of take refuge on the snake's body, and the snake wasn't doing anything with them. And then somebody called the snake catcher, and he came and he rescued the mice and the snake and the frog, got them all out. Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel that I can't say that big story just removed from my body, and so I don't know. I just sense that something feels very easy right now, or joyous.
Fantastic.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Everything is so much more, such a bigger story, you know, than like right now on the news is this whole story with Russia. Is Putin a bad guy? Is it really the NATO's fault, or what, you know? But man, we just don't know. And I know that there's probably some people in Ukraine that are really happy that this is happening, because there's been all these so-called Nazis there, and there's a lot of corruption. Other people are upset about it. I mean, it's, you look at it, you go, wow, I don't, and you know, whether Putin's getting orders from somewhere else or what,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Somebody
We
was
don't
sending me
know.
to write down that Putin should have sanctions, or, you know, just to sign against this war. Not, I mean, who wants that somebody is killed? Nobody. But I understood. I don't know the story actually. I don't know what is going on.
Yeah,
and just yeah. And also,
that's what I know. I don't know. Yeah.
yes, me, yeah. And also this, like Corona.
I mean, you
and
see,
then this,
I see, you know,
yeah. They just that it is the side of just being always afraid, always have problems, always, or just to shift to the other side and say, hey, he is something else. So what you was just showing me right now with this, what came up, yes. Oof, yeah. Life, it's allowed, life can be joyous. Something like this is just, yes. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Barbara.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Barbara.
Maybe you can help me with a topic which is like it's rejection, and it happens so fast. I mean, I know like it's happening in consciousness, but maybe you can help me to that I understand it better, or that there's more insight, that it doesn't happen that often anymore. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't see something, and because of that, it's happening again and again and again.
Okay.
And it's so fast.
So let's see if we can slow it down a little bit. Here we are. And let's see what we can find that solid ground for us, just so we know this moment is a sensation to us. Everyone you meet, every bird, every flower, every tree, it's all sensations, just all information coming in through the senses. And the sensations of this moment are all we have. But usually, those senses, those sensations are interpreted through our conditioning and our trauma. That trauma we never asked for, we don't know even where it comes from. A lot of times it's inherited from generations back, but it produces an interpretation, movement, automatic, unconscious movement that nobody is doing. That movement can show up as pushing away, rejection, repulsion, whatever you call, or attraction. I want. But in truth, it's just the sensations, the automatic unconscious interpreting, which makes it mean something or another, makes it I like, I don't like. Then there's a me. And nobody does that. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, like those movements of rejection or attraction or whatever, the moment they happen, there's a sense that there's something wrong with this moment. And in that interpretation, our thinking automatically tries to help us. And there's something wrong with you, there's something wrong with me, there's something wrong somewhere. And our thinking wants to try and help us figure out what the hell's going on, and so that we can try and fix it. But once that's going on, we're completely lost because it's not happening. It's not what our mind tells us. It's not what that automatic interpretation tells us. So that we get into a fight with someone, or we don't have a fight even, but energetically there's a pulling away, and then, like that means there's something wrong with them, that means there's something wrong with me, and how do I fix that, and what I have to do, and another 10 years meditating or something,
It seems huge, like there's just this, oh, no, I don't want this. And then it's huge immediately. And is there a possibility to see behind why this, I don't want this? I mean,
so just that I don't want it. That's already an interpretation, yeah? There's just a movement that shows up. And then that movement reduces that sense of I that doesn't want it. Otherwise, it's just a sensation and then an automatic movement.
For me, it feels, I don't know, maybe that's why I'm asking. It seems I made up my mind somehow. This is what I want, this is what I don't want. And then something is happening and it comes immediately because before I made up my mind. Is this true, or is it?
Yeah. No, I don't. You see, I don't. My sense is that's a model that you've learned somewhere. See, to me, we call mind thought. No thought, no mind. So there can be an automatic thought that comes that causes difficulty. I think we all know that, yeah? The thought comes, it's automatic, it's quick, and it causes difficulty. Now tell me something. If it was up to you, would you choose a thought that caused suffering for you and everyone around you, especially the people you love the most? No way in hell. Never. So we can see that there's just something going on automatically, unconsciously, that nobody's doing, because it can only happen unconsciously.
Yeah,
We
somehow
would never.
I understand, but that's why I'm so upset that it's
Yeah.
still happening again and again and again, and I can't do anything.
Yeah, it's the upset has to do with that it's happening, and there's an idea that you can do something about it. So breathing is happening.
Chance is like it's happening to be relaxed with it, and at least.
Well, so let's just see. It is happening. It is happening. Whatever's going on, it's happening. Breathing is happening. New cells are being produced. I mean, there's so much happening. My God, it's like sitting here and there's just the heart is beating from one chamber to another, to the brain, to the lungs, to all the way to the bottom of the feet, all these little tiny capillary. I mean, it's incredible what's happening. We don't know most of the stuff that's going on, yeah? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Something is keeping the body constant temperature. Something is anything that comes in that shouldn't be there, it gets on it and gets rid of it. And I mean, just this life doing a fantastic dance, yeah?
And there's no, I mean, somehow it happens that we have an opinion. And is it possible
Yeah,
not to have, like, when you have made this, a reaction is coming when, but then it's necessary to have no opinion, honestly, or how?
Yeah, so opinions happen, yeah? We know that. We can watch it happening, yeah? An opinion comes. Now, just track. Is that opinion influenced by how we were brought up, by our culture, by our family, by how many things affect that opinion?
Yeah, many, like where you get your information.
Many.
How you are raised,
where you get your information from. Yeah, so all of that is going on behind. We don't even know it. What we notice is the opinion. How much choice is there about that opinion? If it's automatic and unconscious, zero. It comes and suddenly we have an opinion, yeah? Or opinion has us, to be more precise, actually. There's an opinion and somehow it seems serious or something, it means something. Or
yeah, I can see because of that I react in certain ways, like there's another opinion.
Even I would even question that. Who reacts? There's an automatic reaction that happens when life is looking through that opinion. And, years ago, I met this guy, not J. Krishnamurti, this other guy, UG Krishnamurti. He had the spontaneous collapse of all perspectives, and he called it the catastrophe. He said, anyone that is running after enlightenment, if they knew what it was, they would run the other direction 1,000,000 miles an hour, because it's a catastrophe. Anyway, he was a very funny guy to be around, because he would just come up with, like, I hate this, like just random stuff, but none of it meant anything. When I met him, he said, oh, Ramana was a fat pig. He didn't have sex, so he ate a lot. And how far? Yeah, I guess you could see things that way. But I could see it didn't mean any. Something in him was just fishing for anything that would somehow caused a ripple in me, and I was just going, well, far out. I don't mind if you think
Maybe
that.
maybe anyone wants to have some entertainment or whatever. Like,
Yeah. So to me, it's just like, okay, yeah.
yeah, maybe it's also like, because there's so much going on as we see. And
And we
before
don't know.
before it didn't happen so much, because I mean, I had my little world. I could go to India, I could meditate, I could see you. So this was my world, no? And now this is challenged somehow, and you want to have the information, and then you have an opinion, and then I'm in trouble. I mean, it's really like, it's hard, like to stay, like stay calm and not to react. It's huge.
It is huge. It is huge. And yet, you know, somehow, is it like we get information and you know, we have you know, like to me, I wonder if we ever have the whole picture.
Yeah.
We have just, you know, we just have a little bit of information here and there, but it, you know, it comes down to, with the information we have, like for me, it was like, okay, with the information I have, is it wise to get on the plane right now? And clear it came to me, no. And then a little while later, all these lockdowns and all this other stuff going, okay, good, I get why I gotta know. Okay, cool. And then so we're here, and then now we're here and we're watching what's going on, and you look at it as best you can, and you go, okay, so now, you know, we're here. We don't know really. We hear stories of this and that, and then something goes, okay, buy a few extra groceries this week, and then next thing you hear, oh, this no toilet paper in the supermarkets. Okay. It's crazy.
Like I could see, like now with this new war, that I reacted. Like if I judge, oh, you don't have that information, then there comes some anger in me. You know what I mean? But this is happening
for
now.
sure. For sure, you know, of course, this is the, you know, somehow.
It feels also like, you know, a war, like this information war, and
information, for sure, that's a big part of it.
But the bad thing is, like, it can be there, but I react. This is where I have trouble. Like, and then
so that's beautiful to notice. Okay, so you know, like now we're getting this, man. I mean, just look at all the different perspectives that there are. So many, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
and something catches our attention, and our system goes into a response, oftentimes an existential response, oftentimes a response with a lot of charge behind it.
Mm.
I think we all know that, you know. But do we stop there, or we go, okay, wow, there's charge there, cool. Somehow it came up with charge. Doesn't mean I don't know what I know. You know, it's like, I'm trying to look for a good example. Where I live, we live in nature, close to a nature reserve, bordering a nature reserve. And we see snakes almost every day. And we find them beautiful. Now, I know for some people that would be challenging. It would be like, oh no. But they're so beautiful, these snakes. They just, I mean, incredible creatures. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. We can live where we kind of, fighting with life, with our own bodies, with everything, or we can live in a way that's more, just
Yeah. So,
soft. Yeah.
I mean, for sure,
So
this,
same thing with our thoughts, same things with the movements. Judgment
I wish,
comes.
even if it comes that it doesn't trouble me, but it's really, it is there. And yeah, I am looking for a solution. But this is,
Yeah, so when something troubles,
excuse me?
whenever something troubles, there's an opportunity. The usual response when something troubles is, what's the solution? And if that's the direction we go, our world gets smaller and smaller and smaller. When we see if something troubles, it's just an opportunity.
So again, just seeing it's troubling. Don't ask the question,
it's
what is the
troubling.
solution? Just like be in the
Not
awareness.
the solution, It's just, okay, there's something going on, that's all. If you're lucky enough to have a space where you can explore it, okay, there's just something going on, and slowing it down, just not trying to solve it, not thinking there's anything wrong with you that comes up. Those are all traps in my view. Those are all things that just take us deeper into trouble. But there's just something, there's an automatic compensation or movement going on. We don't choose it, we don't do it. It happens by itself. Without awareness, we just, it projects on outward or it projects onto ourselves. And then we're in trouble, I could say. If we believe our thinking that something else is the cause of that, we've just given away our happiness to that, whatever we projected on, whatever it gets projected on. That works the same in me as it does in you. It works the same for all of us. And, I could say the habit is to give away our peace so cheaply for nothing, really for nothing. Till some point we go, no, actually, not interested in that anymore. I'm only interested in peace.
Yeah, for that it's good to see that this outside craziness is still grabbing me, no? Or
It doesn't grab you. Something hasn't seen it yet. That's all. It's just like it's still looking to try and manage it or control it or something like that. And it's okay. It'll do that until it sees deeper. So something is starting to inquire deeper. Something is getting, okay, well, I see this has troubled not only me, but man, womankind for generations.
yeah, there's also like this, because of that, there's this big movement that many people want to inform other people, that I see.
Yeah.
It's not possible. Like,
no, but that to me, it's like, I think it's a human thing. If I find how could I say, a good movie or a good place that sells very nice food, or we like to tell our friends, doesn't it?
Yeah, then it's not loaded, no? Like I see
It's not
some people
loaded.
it's
Yeah, it's
load
just like,
or a need, or
yeah,
you need to know this, but you are like
yeah.
you are like relaxed and say, yeah, this is something good I can recommend, look at it, and if not, no problem.
Yeah, and or on the other side of things, someone tells you, okay, look, there's a big traffic jam on the road to wherever you're going. Just to be aware of it. It's like, or like with these vaccinations, hey, look, it's not, there's the one side that's blasting out this one information, but there are credible people saying that it's dangerous. So maybe do a little bit more research yourself and look, see for yourself. And yeah, there's a lot of pressure to get it. Okay, good. And just check and see, is it, why is there so much pressure? What's going on with it? When if it was really for your own good, and the people that are saying it's for your own good, you just look a little deeper. What's going on there? Not good, and just inviting. I could say like that.
Yeah, it's for me. Then it's good to see that I have a load like this. This is whatever.
And so for me, whenever we discover a load, whenever we discover a load, that's gold. That's really good, useful information. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It's just energy. Life energy is tied up in the way that doesn't bring anything beautiful. So for me, that becomes interesting. Okay, wow, there's a load there. Cool.
Yeah.
But so often when a load comes, it justifies itself, it rationalizes itself. And that functions the same in all of us, isn't it? So to unwind these things, I mean, really, it's precious. In our culture, usually, if something touches us, we look for friends who agree with us, and they've just made our trouble worse.
Yeah, it's just it's even, I mean, even if there's a little bit the wish that it can stop, like just talking about it and having you there, it's gorgeous. Like now I try to explore more, like when is it happening and whatever.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Thanks for bringing this. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Hello,
Hi.
Isaac. Hello.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. I just wanted to say how much I've been enjoying watching the meetings, even if I don't come on them live, watching them because this love is to be in this space all the time. And I don't know which one I saw. There was a couple of I saw just recently, which were when you were talking about resistance. I think it was with Mira, and there was a beautiful tapping into and feeling this lifelong, I mean, that's a bit dramatic, but this this felt sense of resistance, and it was the whole skin of my body, the whole
Amazing.
body, the whole
Yeah,
body.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was, yeah, it was really precious, because it's, I've always felt, you know, when I sit, there's rest for me. These are just sort of concepts: rest, freeze, and numb. And I've been just watching, you know, over the years to see when the rest really comes. And it's they're very close. But to feel this, you are guiding someone, and I always travel with everyone you're working with, and to feel this, it was like an inner armor that's been there right from way
Who
back.
knows when? Yeah.
Who knows when? And there was such a, just the seeing of it seemed to play out in the next few days in my life. And you mentioned the word threads earlier, but just recognizing that happy thread is now becoming really evident more and more, the shifting of the track. And not that
So
I'm
in
doing
this
it.
moment,
Yes.
no, in this moment, just take a moment and feel, and let me know. Yes, just like I just see it already. Just feel how our energies are meeting each other.
I want to see you a bit better. Your pictures, it says your bandwidth's low, so your picture's small. I just need to see you.
No worries.
Kissing and drinking feels so inadequate.
Yeah.
Oh, and thank you for that invitation, because everything in me just went, yes.
Yeah. And how simple is this?
Oh my gosh. These meetings to me are like food. I've stopped watching and sharing information, and it's like, I don't know what the fuck, you know, there's so many pockets of got this going on and that. Who could ever know? And what a relief just to go out and dig a hole in my garden and plant something. But sitting here with you now, I'm just, I'd like to just drink this a little longer.
With absolute pleasure.
Oh, Isaac.
Yes.
So much sensation has just jumped into every cell. Just like that. Just like that.
Like that. Exactly.
It's just a mystery.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mm.
Oh. Oh, Isaac.
Love, peace, beauty,
Oh, beauty, 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 beauty.
beauty, beauty.
So much love, so much love.
Thank you. Yes. Thanks. Yeah. And then Mira. Hey, Armin. I see you.
Hi,
Hi, Armin.
I want please the same as GH. But I see it more as an exchange. It's nothing from one direction. It's do.
Flow.
Back and forth and
Just flow. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, same as Gerhard. It's extremely lovely to be here and to listen to all the people, no matter where they are at the moment, in and out. And alone to be part of it is nice. On the other side, each one is single and takes his part to this completeness. And you are it. Permanent invitation, permanent love. And I really have met no one before who can teach in this undescribable and wordless way. That can find in me the same. And just looking at you. And
You see, for me, it doesn't feel like a teaching. It just feels like an invitation. No, it's like, it's not, I don't have anything to teach. I just, yeah.
so good. And I am so thankful that there was and is the opportunity to meet all these people and to meet you. And
In this common interest, in this common love affair. Yeah, that's in common.
and it's doing so good. It's so beautiful. Always new and always the same somehow. But it's always just bubbling words coming out of this happiness. It's all out of this non-speaking, not needed. It looks funny because it's there before all words, and it's always a clumsy and stupid try to explain something that is explained in the non-speaking. and it's on the same, it seems so, on the same place where this ego is, exactly on the same place is this other deeper, without thinking, without all that, without. It's difficult to explain, and not necessary. Wants to explain. Oh man. Sorry, I just want to sit with you and say nothing. And then I see again blah 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 blah. But it doesn't change the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as you like some. So much. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you. What you have done for us all. And still doing every moment. Without doing. Thank you. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
How can I know that it's my body that I'm feeling?
Can't. You know, this whole idea of possession, Vera. You know, we say my body, my mind. They're just habits of relating to it's like a habit of thought that objectifies.
I feel so many heartbeats in my belly and chest and everywhere. It's just crazy. Oh.
How, how is it to just sit here and radiate like this, Mira?
It's so much fun. Oh, it's just, I have this belief that I have to be quiet with all of this, like that I cannot howl at the moon or so. Oh, it's just like this. Yeah, sometimes I just want to roar in the supermarket. Oh. When I've landed, like I had a very, like, there was an orkan, or like, how do you say, like very strong storm when I've landed back in Denmark. And I have never experienced such a landing. Really, it was like crazy. Like the plane was moving in all directions. And people have been so scared, and I was just like enjoying it so much and laughing. And I just could not back. It's just like, oh. How is it possible that it can be so quiet, and in the next moment it can be just so fucking wild? What's your experience?
Bliss.
Hmm?
Bliss.
Oh. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for just enjoying life. Hmm.
And Tara, I saw you had your hand up. I don't know where you are right now. Ah, there's your, I see. And Tara then can be with Esther afterwards. So. And Tara. Your pictures haven't come back on my screen yet, so just give it a moment before anyone else waves their hand because I can't see. Slowly, slowly, they're starting to appear. Only about half the picture back, so it takes about a few moments. Three-quarters are here now. Okay, most of that.
Isaac, Susanne wants to speak with you or to be with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't see a hand. Okay, cool. Hi,
Because
Susanna.
Bas wrote that we should write our name if you want to sit with you. So
Okay, cool. Well, thanks, Bas. Thanks, Susanna. Cool. Bye, Susanna.
hi, Isaac. There is such a strong tendency that from the system to pick up opportunities to get attention, or to you know,
Funny habit, huh?
What did you say?
Funny habit.
Not funny.
Not funny.
And to wanting to solve problems. Which seems that they are lingering everywhere.
Postponing happiness. Huh?
What happiness?
Postponing.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Tell me when you can't wait 1 second longer.
Mm. Mm.
Even 1 second would be too much.
Yeah. Whoa. So you're really like tearing the part into pieces or very, yeah. Thank you, Isaac. Sweetheart.
Okay. Thank you, Bas. Thank you all. Hmm.